Right, good afternoon. I think it's about 4:30 on Friday night, and you join me back down on what I'm going to start calling the Runswater. I've been here for, I think, a couple of hours now. I'm fishing with my big boy rods, simply because I want to get used to catching fish on them and casting them as well, because I noticed last week at the quarry that I definitely need some practice in that respect. I'm used to pinging little like 12-foot 2 3/4 around. If I'm going to be fishing with these in competitions, I need to be good at casting them. So I've got my left hand rod in underneath the foliage on the island. I've got my right hand rod out in open water on I think it's an 11-foot zig at the moment. And it looks like there's been a hatch on the go. And we're going to give it like that for about another hour. Right, I need to sort out a brew and sort my life out. And then I'll give you a proper update. Speak to you in a bit. Right, good morning. Last night not a great deal happened. This morning I've woken up, put a spot of bait on up against the island, followed it up with a rod, and this has rattled within 10 minutes. So yeah, get the rod back out on the spot and start catching again. Happy days. It's now 2 minutes later and the other rod's rattled off. Again, I'd only put 2 spots on that one as well, so obviously they want a bit of bait. There you go, number 9. Getting slightly bigger. Right, it's coming up on 10:30 and I'm in the process of packing up, as you can see. I've had about 11 or 12 fish, I'm not even sure. I haven't been counting, if I'm honest. It's been good fun. Although it's gone a bit quiet now because they're all up on the surface. I'm trying a long zig on the right hand rod, but I'm not really feeling it. I am back down here on Tuesday night on one of the lakes down here, I think. And then Friday I'm at Shearwater, both out fishing with mates. So I shall see you on one of them. Speak to you later, chaff and all. Right, good evening. It is Tuesday night. You join me back down on one of the new club lakes, just up the road from the Runswater. This apparently is a big fish water. Apparently. I've been here since this morning. I've had a look at another lake, didn't fancy it, came on here. I've had one liner on the left hand rod, which is underneath the bush to my left. My middle rod is out into the gap on the right hand side of the island, and my right hand rod is off next to a set of lily pads off to the right. They're all set really nice. Jace has had a 15 1/4 pounder, and we're about to have our tea. So, with that in mind, I shall catch you later. Hopefully, I'll show you some pictures of fish during the night. Failing that, I might see you in the morning. Ciao for now. Right, good morning. It's 10 to 6. I've been up for about half an hour. My alarm went off over an hour ago. About 4:30 my alarm went off, but I just laid in bed. If I'm perfectly honest, went back to sleep for another hour. I had that one last night about, I think it's 2 AM, 2 AM, at 13:12. And that's been it. I've had a little liner on the left hand rod since then, and that's it. But I've just seen a fish fizzing along the reeds on the island. It's stopped in several places. It's travelling towards my middle rod at the moment, and hopefully I might get a chance. If not, later on this morning I'll be going off down onto the Runswater to get rid of the rest of my bait that I've got. Go down there, get the throw and stick out, fling 3 rods out at them, and have a bit of fun for a few hours. Right, I'm going to have some breakfast. Speak to you in a bit. Right, good morning. It is now Friday morning, and as promised, I'm on Shearwater with this ugly mug, Scotty. We've been here for about 3 hours. I've had a carp and 3 bream, and Scotty has had a bit less than that. We're having a bit of fun. Scotty's trying some new reels out, as am I, but we won't talk about those too much. Shh. And yeah, it's all good fun. Fishing the baited area out at 17 wraps. Ronnie rigs over the top at the moment, and they seem to be spooking out from underneath the spod, so I may have to feed more and less often. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, it's all good fun at the moment. It's quite busy down here though, because if you look along there, everybody's come down the shallows. It's like there's a social on. Anyhow, update done. Hopefully speak to you in a bit with a 20. Failing that, it won't be a 20. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. That is carp number 2, and I've just had it on a floater. Can be a few today. Oh, here we go, carp number 3, £11.6, and it gave me a right ruck. Okay, it's just gone 6. We're off. I'm up to 7. Scotty's got 5. Plus, I don't know how many bream. Just too many. It's been alright, mostly on zigs again. And that's it really. Right, ciao for now. I'll catch you, I don't know, next week sometime. Probably bream fishing somewhere. Catch you later. Right, good evening. It is Friday night. And you join me back down on what is going to be known as the Big Fish Water. I don't think there's any big fish in here though. Shh. The reason being, I'm down here bream fishing. Jace had one probably £6 or £7 last week, and the guy who'd been fishing here during the day reckoned he had a 7-pounder as well. So if that's just people catching as bycatch, let's see what I can catch actually going for them. Right hand rod's on worm at the moment, left hand rod's on caster, just to see what I can get. But it's because of the amount of small fish, I'm getting done by little perch. That's going to be switching to either worm or core. And that's it, update done. I've got a float rod set up for down the right hand side behind that water iris as well, behind that yellow iris. Been trickling some maggot and caster in down there. And it's all about the naturals today, we're going to see if it works. And yeah, it's meant to be raining all night and horrid, so that just makes it more fun. That's it, update done. Whoa, did you see that roach top there? Whoa, that was a monster. And yeah, so that's it, update done. I will speak to you later on. Ciao for now. No. Well, it's just after 9, and I've come up the top end of the lake trying to catch some on maggots on the float. It's getting a bit exciting because I've actually got fish around the float as we speak. Right, fingers crossed I'll have a photo for you in a minute. Good morning, just gone 3:30 in the morning, and I finally caught a bream. It's been raining most of the night and eels have been a right pain in the backside. Tell you more about it later, if you're lucky. Here we go, on a satisfied £6 one. So they're getting bigger, but on the recast I've just put the rig up the tree, so I'm going to have to go and get that out now. Yay! Okay, it's just gone 11. I'm starting to pack up now, so I'm going to pack the camera away. I've had the 2 bream, plus a couple of perch, a rudd, and loads and loads and loads of eels. I can't even count how many I've had. It isn't as I've landed all of them. A lot of them have dropped off just as I've gone to either swing them to hand or put them in the net, because they're just grabbing hold of the worm or the corn and they're just pulling the bait off. It's been an absolute nightmare. But I think I found a way around them, which is good. And yeah, so it's not been too bad. I've had 2 nice bream, which was the target. Biggest one 6-1, so yeah, it's been a good session really. I just need to get home now because it's my wedding anniversary. Not that I'd forgotten, but I better buy a card on the way home. Right, I'm out next week in Kent on Orchard Place Farm, so I shall see you when I'm down there. Ciao for now. Right, good afternoon. It is Friday afternoon, and this is Orchard Place Farm down in Kent. The match has been going for 3 hours now. I've got 5 carp for a total weight of, I think it's 18 pounds. Needless to say, they're a bit on the small side. I'm still fishing maggots. I've got 2 fake hook baits on now to see if waiting a bit longer will get me bigger fish. The answer currently is no. And it's a case of trying to hit the balance between size of hook bait and size of fish. Okay, so it's 10 to 11 on Saturday. We're just over halfway through. Chris and I have got £50 between us. Say between us. Yeah, it's all small fish. I've had 3 fish since 5 o'clock last night, and it's not waking up again. It's a bit off, shall we say. But yeah, just keep on plugging away, see what we can put together in the net. And that's it really, it's all you can do on days like this. Alright, that's it, update done. I'll see you at the end. Let's catch something proper. Okay, I've just had to tuck out the wind. We're into the last 10 minutes of the match. Chris and I have ended up with 20 fish for £70 an ounces, which we believe is enough for second, third or fourth. It's atrocious. Average stamp £3.5. If anybody from Orchard Place Farm sees this, please sort your lives out. This is ridiculous. It's been absolutely smashed by the front point. They were on £300 yesterday afternoon, and they've been catching all night as well. So yeah, is what it is. I've done what I can. Small fish tactics all the way, and we'll just see where we go from here. Right, I will be on the bank next week, and I'll probably see you there. So until then, ciao for now. I'm going to go off for a cup of tea and calm down.